Hey, I've got really great news to share with you, and I'm very excited to share it. I have successfully improved my self image consistently for 30 days now. And before I started this, my self image improvement challenge, I was struggling to make progress. I made mediocre progress for about a couple of weeks and then dropped off and then went back to my old habits. And I did that over and over again. And sometimes I made some decent progress, but that was only when I was sticking to it for the long term, like trying to stay consistent but doing smaller things. And that wasn't fast enough for me. So I had to change that. I had to actually make bigger progress much faster and whilst enjoying the journey as well, because I'm still just emerging from my childhood to a young adult now. I'm 17, I'm Hudson, nice to meet you, and I will share with you how I've progressed on my self-image improvement journey. As I said before I started this challenge, I struggled to make barely any progress, and I was lucky enough to get that until I actually started to put better intention into my challenges that I've set for myself, such as monk mode. Now, last year in about November or December, can't really tell, but in November or December, I set up a monk mode schedule and I was very consistent with sticking to it and completing all the tasks onto it. And from then on, I actually made much bigger progress as well, much more than I ever had done previously. But after about 2 weeks or 3 weeks, I got distracted by another method of going about with my goal. Now, I won't get too much detail about this because this is a mistake that I've made, and I hope that you can learn something from this as well. When you progress on your self improvement journey, you're going to get distractions from better ways of achieving your goals. Oh, not monk mode, but this method here seems much more aligned with my values and how I'm going right now. And that's exactly what I thought. But no, that is not that's not exactly what happened. So after that, I fell off two weeks. My momentum dropped just like that. My results dropped like that, and all of my habits were starting to fade away, and I was so confused. But I still stuck with it for a further 3 weeks. So I stuck with it for 3 weeks, and then I got distracted by another goal. And this goal was something involved with school. I had to win the school sports day. All of the athletic events I'm going to dominate, especially competing against another year level this time, the year 12s. Again, I was distracted and I went on for that goal for about 3 weeks, I think it was. And then I got distracted and then I went back to this goal right here. So my mind's drifted off into many different directions over the past year. And then, whilst I stuck with this one goal of building my audience and building a successful YouTube channel that will actually produce high quality content that will help you guys to motivate you, inspire you, and encourage you to make a change in your life, because it's actually much easier than you think. Even though I've made all of these mistakes of being distracted, not having enough motivation, not wanting it enough, not obsessing over it, and being attached to the results, all of those mistakes, they got fixed in the past 2 months. Primarily in the last month, like this month, of actually creating my self-image improvement challenge and actually sticking with it consistently, and it never has felt any easier to make much bigger progress in my life. So let's talk about it right now. With the sheets that you see on screen, all the goal obsessions that I'm making right now, that's how much I'm actually sticking to my goal by visualizing success to the best of my ability, feeling as though I've already achieved it, thinking from his perspective, like what are the thoughts he's doing, what are the thoughts he's thinking, what are the actions he's doing, how is he living life right now, And I was trying to become that type of person right now. And with all those characteristics you can see on screen, I had to become someone who could not only study the advice, but also plan it into practical plans and then act on it. Implement the advice as soon as possible, as soon as I learned it. And I had to become someone who was unattached to the result and who was in it for the only purpose of helping you guys as much as possible. Because my younger self, before I started the self-image improvement challenge, he needed desperate help. And I wish I could go back in time and actually help him get out of that situation and actually get to the shortcut to success. Well, there is no shortcut, but you get what I mean. There's only one path to success, and he wasn't following it. He didn't even know what it was. And I want you to understand that the only thing you need to focus on to change your life, for me, it was visualizing success to the best of my ability and assuming it's a fact. That is the most important part. Assume it's a fact and naturally feel as though you've already achieved it. You've already achieved your desire and you've already become the type of person worthy enough to achieve your desire. This is the most important one because there's more details about it. And when you become the type of person who's worthy enough to achieve your goal, success is inevitable. You can't avoid success if you're already that top, if you're already that guy. So all of my habits, I've always been high quality. My service to others has always been extraordinarily high over the past 2 weeks, which is excellent news. If you can see on screen the skill improvement, I don't think that's something that should take up my mind too much. I should be improving the skills necessary for success, but it's not my main priority. My goal obsessions over there. You can clearly see that's my priority. And then studying, yes, I'm doing that, and I'm only ticking that if I actually plan that into definite action. And I've been doing that a bit more, but I still need some work on it. And you can see how good I would rate the days out of 10 on the far right. I think it's on the far right. And you can see that my days are just consistently getting good and then drop down a bit and then getting better and better and better and then drop down just a little bit. Until now, my average is around an 8 or a 9 out of 10. And that's excellent news to see, and that's consistent improvement that we're seeing. And I truly believe that this is only just the beginning. Of course, it's just the beginning. My improvement can become exponential. Your potential with this is limitless. You have no idea how much work you can actually get done, how much you can improve yourself in so little time. You will surprise yourself, and the effects will become long-term. That is what I'm focusing on next with my self-image improvement challenge. I'm going to be trying to apply advice that I've seen and learn from it and explain how I've learned from it and explain the mistakes I've made, what I've learned from them, and share it with you guys so that you can't repeat the exact same things that I have went through myself. Because I don't want my younger self to actually fall down the holes again and again, not learning his lesson of being distracted. Oh, look, over there, behind the camera, there's a massive thing. There's a massive treasure chest, and I've got a key right here. Oh my gosh, I should go and open it. Instead, my higher self would tell me, no, you have the willpower. You have the will to resist that bad habit, because that treasure chest, you don't know what's in it. And you can see the sign over there, and it says, warning, do not open. Overall, I think my speaking to the camera skills has improved very well, exceptionally well in my opinion. I have engaged you guys considerably well. I'm still improving that to the best of my ability, so don't worry, hang in there. I'm going to pick you up in a minute, and I'm going to make this more engaging by asking you personal questions, storytelling, and relating to you guys a lot more. involve some humor in there, and then just spice up my videos a bit so that you can actually enjoy them and actually listen better to the conversations that I'm talking about. Because if I just speak in a monotone voice, just like a robot, stuttering, pausing for way too long, losing your interest, you get the main idea. To be a good conversationalist, you have to include storytelling, humour. Oh goodness, what was the other two? Storytelling, humour, asking you deep questions to actually make you involved. And what was the last one? But either way, you guys, I truly highly recommend this above everything else. My life has improved exponentially. No, I'll be honest. I will be completely honest. Not exponentially, exceptionally. My life has improved the most it has ever been in 1 month, and that is a massive achievement for me. I'm going to continue this for the rest of my life. I hope that you adopt the habits that I'm doing right now, which is just visualizing success as much as possible to the best of your abilities. Visualizing yourself already having the characteristics of your type of person worthy enough to achieve your goal. I'll share with you my progress later on with my journey. I wish you all the best on your self-improvement journeys, and of course, have a good one. Make the most of it, guys.